Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Animated Wrestling League Commissioner. Though I usually prefer to remain in the background, certain events have transpired which require my personal attention. 1 week ago, on the BBC programme Top Gear, the man known only to us as The Stig was unmasked. He voluntarily removed his helmet and spoke on camera for the very first time. For a masked wrestler to do such a thing is a grave sin that cannot be ignored by the authorities. Of course, in the Animated Wrestling League, there is only one authority. Myself. I have spent the last several days in deep contemplation on this issue, and my ruling is as follows. Since the conclusion of the episode of Top Gear cast doubt on whether or not the man shown on camera was in fact the true Stig or merely an imposter, the Stig that we know shall remain on the AWL roster pending further investigation into the matter. However, disciplinary actions have been taken, and the Stig is hereby stripped of the AWL Light Heavyweight Championship. And since I deplore the concept of a title without a champion, tonight there will be a 4-man over-the-top rope battle royale to determine a new AWL Light Heavyweight Champion. I have spoken, so it shall be. However, this battle royal necessitates that we delay our AWL World Tag Team Championship match by 1 week. As penance for this alteration of our pre-announced card, I am giving you your AWL World Heavyweight Champion in a non-title match this evening. It shall be Wonder Kid 1-on-1 with the Japanese legend Tiger Mask. Thank you for your attention during this message, and please enjoy tonight's episode of AWL Deception. Thank you, Commissioner. We now go to ringside for our first match of the evening, already in progress. It's going to be Matt Classic versus the Technical Wizard Lee Masters. 5-minute time limit, 1 fall to a finish. Ring the bell, which we don't actually have. We start off with Matt Classic with a hammerlock, one of the plethora of wrestling moves that he invented. Matt Classic has been wrestling for over 50 years. Actually, much longer than that. He started wrestling in the mid-1920s, took some time out in the 40s for military service during World War II, and fell into a coma in the late 50s, and woke up a few years ago when he joined Wrestling Society X. That's Matt Classic. Matt Classic is, as I said, the innovator of many wrestling moves that today's young whippersnappers take for granted. The collar and elbow tie-up, he didn't invent that one, nor did he invent the full Nelson, but he was one of the first to use the full Nelson in a professional capacity, as far as you know. Lee Master, the technical wrestler who uses MMA-style moves to confuse his opponents, uses a lot of joint locks, a lot of submissions. 5-minute time limit and a leg drag by Matt Classic to Lee Master. Matt Classic is incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, but he's not used to some of these newfangled wrestling styles. Things like MMA or high flying or hardcore, any of that crap. Matt Classic is old school, before the school was built. But wait a minute, a longbow backbreaker, very quickly powered out of by Matthew Classic. Nice side kick again. The MMA, and here's the arm lock, the arm bar. One of the many joint locks that you'll see Lee Masters use. Another leg drag, keeping Masters off his base. And here we go! Abdominal stretch! He's ripping him in half! The abdominals! The stomach muscles ripping him completely in twain! Matt Classic is just an artist in the ring. Another a clothesline forearm! He used the clothesline forearm! That's gonna be the finish! Count it. 1, 2, 3. Clothesline forearm, one of his patented, innovative maneuvers. Here is your winner, Matt Classic! And we are off to a jamming start here on this week's episode of AWL Deception, right here on YouTube. Thank you very much, Matthew Classic. Enjoy your victory, sir. Coming up next, it's going to be Wrestler X versus Sammy Nix, the Suplex Master. So please stay tuned.